Welcome back folks, it's Nick here, we're on the Game Boy Advance and we're playing Iridion 3D. Now you may or may not have heard of this game. Well done Nick, that's all bases covered. It was published by Majesco in 2001. It's a rather interesting shooter as we go into some storyline that isn't really necessary. Now this game was suggested to me by a recommendation. I don't think it was on YouTube this one, I think it come through via Twitter. So there we go. Let's get out of this story. It's not important as we get out of this Etch-a-Sketch thing. But this game is rather cool, I think. It's fought over 7 stages, and at the end of each level we have a great end-of-level boss. My one criticism of it, it's a bit random, the gameplay. It feels a lot like Space Harrier, where I'm just trying to go in a figure of 8 dodging everything. But look at this. This is on a handheld, believe it or not. The Game Boy Advance, and this looks absolutely stunning. Fantastic stuff. A great recommendation by whoever it was. I can't quite remember. I do apologise. Great looking gameplay, fantastic sound. There's power-ups to collect on this, which will make it a bit easier. But we're in a garbage chute to start off with. Avoid everything. But look at the shading there of this tunnel. Awesome. Awesome on a stick. 2001. Now, although I've got passwords to go to different levels on this, there's no cheat I know for infinite lives, which is a bit bad. It's a bit hard to see stuff sometimes because the ship's in the way of where you're looking at. Also, it's a little bit tricky to judge the distance of where the enemy are. But even despite that, the game is super cool. How have they programmed this? You see the screen is scrolling ever so slightly left to right to give you a sense of movement. Please do not get dizzy. Right, red. Oops. I don't need to keep doing that. If I focus on the red power-ups, like for example, if I get one red, we got a double power. But then, if I get a green one, we're back to the start on greens. So just concentrate on one power-up. It's pretty tricky on the thick of things. Now, here's where my Space Harrier gameplay comes back into the fray. I can't see things far enough ahead, so I just do a random figure of 8, hoping to avoid everything. Right, there's a force field. We have to knock out all 4 of these, which I wasn't very good at in practice. And I'm not very good again. I'm blown up. So hopefully we get to the end of level 1. Has got a sequel, this game. Now, looking at the quality of this, I'm going to have to come to that. It's a given. Have you got or had this game on the Game Boy Advance? If you did, you're very lucky and so, because it's excellent. How can I slate this game? I can't. Whoa, I'm not sure if it came out on any other system. But if it did, if it looks as good as this, well done. Right, we're in the garbage chute. Just avoid everything. There's going to be another force field up soon, I think. So the graphics keep looping over to create this tunnel as we try and kill this blue daffodil thing. Explosions look quite good as well, don't they? Very realistic. Music is cool. The ship's not slanting as it goes left and right. That would have been good if it slanted ever so slightly. Oops. Kaboom. Multiple explosion. Right, let's take out this force field this time. It's the bottom one taken down. Top one. Oh, I'm not going to do it. What would have been a good thing to add in this game, I'm not sure if they've picked it up in the sequel, is like a smart bomb that blows up everything on the screen. So if you're in a bit of a tight spot, just hit that and everything's exploded. There's no such option on this, so you're pretty much down to your own devices, and I was a bit unlucky there. My energy is represented in the top left. You can get power-ups to replenish that energy. The top right was my lives, so you can see I'm on the last life. Yay! I've completed the first level. Great stuff. I'll be coming back to this a number of times. Stage 1 complete. Now we're up to the end level boss. He's called Refuser. He's probably going to refuse me to get past because I've only got 1 life left. This is my last life. Right, here we go. The gateway opens. Is that him? This is going to be a bit tricky. How long am I going to last here? Right, let's just... It's like the centre of the Death Star in Star Wars. Let's just take out Oh dear. Oops. I've got hardly any energy left. I'm dead. I got taken out by that Henry Hoover that was orbiting him. Is that game over? Oh, it is game over. Curses. Well, I can't leave it there. This game is great. Thinking back now, I think the recommendation did come via Twitter. My Twitter account is Jenkins7Nick. If you want to follow me, I always follow back. And I speak nonsense on it most of the time. A bit like in these game reviews. Certainly deserves another go, doesn't it? I didn't even make it to the high score chart there. Didn't even beat Psycho or KSTM. Or Pink. What's Pink doing? And Bart there from The Simpsons, he's got 4 points, or he's 4th or something. Right. I think I'll type in a password code. Now this code I'm looking at jumps to level 3. I'm a bit confused. Where the letter A's not there. And the letter O's not there either. Right, let's just type this in. Let's not muck this up. But each level is completely different to the last, although the gameplay is very, very similar. This one should take us into the clouds, I think. I'm making a bit of a pig's ear of this. This is the first time I've ever typed in the password. Why is there no A? I'm seeing a 0 in an O. Well, there must be a 0 in the code. I thought it was an O, but there's no O here. If this was an IQ test, I'd definitely be losing now. No, this bit isn't part of the game. I'll get there eventually, trust me. This is the bit where I type it in wrong, probably. Stay with me. Maybe I should have edited this bit out. But we're going to go back into space or some planet with clouds on. It's not Bespin from Empire Strikes Back, I don't think. Right, that should do it. There we go, stage 3, air combat above the clouds. See, I didn't lie to you. I wouldn't do such a thing. Right, now look at that. Fantastic. We've got a different weapon to fire here. I think I've said it before, but this game's awesome. Can't wait to try out the sequel. Probably plays very much the same. I prefer this actually to Space Harrier. Please watch that if you haven't seen my review of that one. That coming on a compilation with a number of games. Fantastic. Yeah, borrows heavily from Space Harrier, I would say. It could almost be a sequel to it if that graphic was a man holding a cannon rather than a ship. And it would have been a good sequel. Look at the shading on that clouds, that's really good. Are those clouds repeating? It's a bit hard to tell. That's wonderful. Oh dear, I don't like these things. Right, so just got to guide the ship through this mess. Man, what are those things? They sort of like robot mushrooms or oops. Deary me. Look at that, see the light is changing. It must be getting lighter in the day. Or maybe dawn time. It started off quite dark, it's gradually brightening up as we go through the stage. Fantastic touch on detail. Can you get Iridion on any other system? Comment below. I haven't researched it enough. Be interested to see if this came out on the Amiga. I'm guessing that it didn't, but hopefully I'm wrong. Nice music all the way through. Oh, what's this stuff? It's attack squadrons attacking in 3. Let me past. I'd love to see what the end level boss is on this one. Right, it must be about lunchtime now in this day. Oops! Those explosions don't look very good close up, but you're seeing this on a much bigger screen than the Game Boy Advance screen was, so on that it will seem high definition. On your big telly, if you're watching it, it'll probably see a little bit rougher, but still quite awesome looking. If you're watching it on your phone or tablet, it probably looks awesome again. Oops, a lot of exhaust. What is this thing? Oops, I walked into that one. Tell you what, if they used this engine on a Star Wars game, I'd be in heaven. Imagine TIE fighters coming towards you and you're in an X-Wing. That'd be great. How many lives have I got? 3 lives, you can see I've got in the top left. Let's just avoid everything, keep moving. Keep moving. Ooh. Come on. Come on. I'm not doing too badly here. Kaboom! Let's get under here. I can't have too much longer to go, surely. You don't know how much longer the stage has got to last on this unless you've played it a lot of times before. But I've survived for quite a while now. I've got 3 lives left after this. Is that the end? Yes! So I've completed level 3. Didn't have much energy left there. It's the end of level bosses that do me. Right, the boss here is Stratosphere Base. Oh my god! Look at the animation on this! Awesome! How am I going to beat this thing? Right, here we go. I've got no chance of doing this. God! My eyes have gone crazy as I commit suicide accidentally. Right, 2 lives left. So, I'm in no hurry, so I just got to keep moving. Just keep moving, and that's probably going to do it, but I don't know how long this is going to take. I needed a much better weapon, I think. There's something I should have done. I don't know what that planet is in the background. It might be Earth. Could be anywhere. My knowledge on spatial planets isn't brilliant. Outside our solar system, anyway. Right, this figure of 8 strategy seems to be working. Yeah, well, it was. Oh god. How many shots does it take to blow up this guy? Your guess is as good as mine. I think we're going through some sort of network, aren't we? And we're on, that thing's on rails, and we're just following it through this tubing pipework. I think that's what's happening as my eyes adjust. God knows what this looks like from the outside. Maybe I'm hitting the wrong bits. Maybe I should hit the arms. But it's middle. Oh, have we got it? It's still firing at us. We got a bit of it. Oh dear. Don't know what stage 5 is like on this. If you know a cheat to this game for infinite strength, comment below. That'd be good to hear from you. I don't think I can last much longer, and I didn't. Tell you what, the shading and the colours of this game and the music, absolutely fantastically awesome. As you can tell, I quite like that game. Game over again. Well, I hope you like having a look at that spacey type of game. It was pretty cool looking. And that was Iridion 3D on the Game Boy Advance, published by Majesco in 2001, a rather splendid little shooter. Please remember to comment, rate and put your thoughts below what you think of the game and your experience of it. Until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.
Goodbye.